Hey guys, it's Boot, and in this video I'm going to be going over niche selection, specifically how to pick a profitable niche with high potential in e-commerce. This is something that I believe a lot of people skip over and don't put too much time to. As a result, I believe that they're losing on quite a bit of potential. So what in the world is a niche? A niche refers to a group of products that appeals to a very specific audience. And to start, I'm going to dive into how to single out this specific audience. Picking your niche is really about figuring out what kind of person you want to get your product to. It's really about figuring out this exact person and building your entire brand around them. Once you can figure out and describe this exact person, the rest of this process will become seamless, because the key to picking a niche that is A, profitable, and B, scalable comes down to two key qualities. That is number one, passion around a common interest, and two, the audience size. I think this would be best explained with an example, and I know this is kind of taboo within the e-com world, but I'm about to reveal one of my top target audiences, and that is vegans. So why in the world would I target vegans? Well, for one, they are one of the most passionate audiences in the world. Not to mention, they dedicate part of their lifestyle to this passion. And also, it's a pretty huge audience. The key part in this entire, example is that they dedicate part of their lifestyle to this specific passion. These are really qualities that you should look for when you're looking to figure out a target audience, because it makes it easy to target and easy to connect with. Another thing to keep in mind is to keep your target audience targeted. Now, what in the world do I mean by that? Don't go too broad or general. And the reason I say that is the more general or broad you go, the less of a connection you can build with your potential customer. And I think this would be best explained by another example. If you are a chef at a highly acclaimed restaurant, would you go to get your fresh produce at a run-of-the-mill grocery store, or would you go to a farmer's market? Chances are you go to the farmer's market just because you're looking for people who are experts at what you want. If you want to buy some tomatoes, you go to the tomato farmer. You don't go to a grocery store that mass produces these vegetables. You go to the people that you think are specialized in what they do. It is in this way that we must remember that although we are broadening our scope when we open up our target audience, we are also losing that connection with our customer, which can hurt us in the long run. Now, a common question I get is, how do I find niches that are as powerful and easy to connect with as the ones you are doing? Now, the answer to this is honestly, you gotta get creative, but there are a few key methods that I can give you that might give you a few starters. But remember, it really at the end is just about getting creative and thinking outside the box. For one, I like to browse through Instagram, specifically using hashtags. So I usually hashtag the specific audience, like if I wanted to use hashtag vegan, I use the hashtag and I look through the specific posts that are on there, and I kind of gauge what kind of people are posting there. Now, the reason I do this is I want to make sure that people who are posting on there are actual people, not really businesses as much. And the reason I say that is we want to make sure that we are targeting people who are actually active on social media. It wouldn't make sense to target a audience like maybe, thinking outside the box, maybe like knitting, where it's a bunch of older people who aren't as, focused on their social media, and it'll be a lot harder to connect with them. So we want to make sure that we're targeting people that are on social media, and also make sure we're targeting things that aren't really flooded with businesses. So sometimes what I would also do is I would take a hashtag and I would also use the hashtags that are recommended. And what that would do is that it would give me hashtags that are more so focused on specific things, and I can see if there are even like micro niches that I can actually target. And that's actually really nice in that you can find that some people are actually more dedicated than you would think to what they are passionate about. Another method that I like to use a lot is looking at people that are around me. So what do I mean by this? I mean looking at your friends and looking at what you do. You'll find a lot of stuff that you are passionate about and what your friends are passionate about. And to be honest, quite a few niches out there that you can really sell to. There are seriously an endless amount of niches that you could target, because honestly, anybody can be passionate about anything. So I honestly think you should just go look at a random person, try and think about what they're passionate about, and boom, you have yourself a niche. You could do this forever. Alright, that's the end of the video. If I helped you pick out a profitable or scalable niche, leave a like on the video, drop a comment saying what exactly helped you, and subscribe for more future educational content. Other than that, boot out.